What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik back again, aka Franchise Play, with some more MLB The Show 17 news. We talked about franchise mode, which obviously everybody knows is my baby. And there's actually even some more information that's coming out on franchise mode in a couple of days. So we're going to revisit that at that time. But for right now, we're going to talk about Diamond Dynasty, which I believe that we've seen all the information for that's going to come out for Diamond Dynasty. At least that they're gonna unveil. There may be a couple little tidbits here and there, but let's jump into that. Going back to one of the same sources of information, they talk about Diamond Dynasty. They say, hey, it has gotten dynamic. And I'm gonna say this, I like what they're doing with Diamond Dynasty, adding a lot of layers to it. It was vastly improved last year from the previous version. So they talk about, let's see, with expanded missions, exclusive rewards, and all new live content that responds quickly to real life baseball events. There are more ways to enjoy Diamond Dynasty than ever before. That seems to be true. You can test your deck building skills in all new events, which challenge you to build a team based on specific event themes. So some of them is like, I think the first one is like go West, young man. So you have to use all players from the National League West. There's certain things that are set up for guys who are speedsters, guys who are just sluggers, and so on and so forth. So you're going to maybe you have to construct lineups or teams that fit into these classifications to play in these different events that have specific rewards for them. When you play ranked seasons, you can climb a leaderboard over and over again with new season-based head-to-head gameplay. You can play quick 3-inning games on those days when you're short on time. So the show and Sony they're really going to some great lengths to try to customize the game to fit every type of player. So you're seeing it with franchise mode as they're doing the critical moments and the customized player lock style play. They're trying to make this game for as many people as possible. So it says track your Diamond Dynasty journey and unlock exclusive rewards with new programs, roadmaps that point to the best rewards through player-themed missions. So, all right, I'm going to compare this a little bit to NBA 2K to hopefully shed a little bit more light on that, right? So in NBA 2K, you're going after like badges. A lot of people are going after badges. A lot of people are going after specific cards for my team. Well, what it sounds like in Diamond Dynasty is there's a specific reward that you want, right? Well, the game is going to create like a path, kind of like when you play an open world game and you put a waypoint on the map and you just kind of follow that waypoint. It's like a yellow line or whatever on the map. It sounds like it's going to be something similar to that shows you what's the best way to get to the best rewards in these player-themed missions like that. See, race the clock, beat the stats, travel back in time, and earn rewards in multiple parts of Diamond Dynasty with new expanded missions. Cool. Not to mention, we're not going to get into Pay Your Path. We're going to talk about that a little bit later once they give us a little bit more information on that. This says not to mention enjoy limited edition items, 30 new legends, new inventory exchange, and live updating 2017 Topps Now cards. Oh, yeah, we also got both Griffies. How's that for dynamic? Okay, so 2 different versions of Griffey. I almost think it might be more than just 2. Live updating of the 2017 Topps Now cards, which is somewhat of an answer to NBA 2K's moment cards. So you got that in there. We're going to talk a little bit about what they have in the way of the legends, the ones that have been confirmed thus far. So I actually just wrote an article talking about this whole thing. So we're going to go in and take a look at that real quick. I don't want anybody talking about my how many tabs I got open again. You guys really tried to give it to me about those tabs. Like, why do you have so many tabs open? Man, I earn every little bit I get. And I have to work pretty hard at this desk that I sit at right now, stretching myself in a lot of different directions. So, but it's cool because it's all about stuff that I like, you know? So let's take a look. Here's a list of the legends that I know of that have been released. If somebody else saw some that were creeped out. Now, I'm not talking about all the legends all together. I'm talking about the new legends. So that's what I should say. Updated list of confirmed new legends. Obviously, Ken Griffey Jr., Warren Spahn. I heard one person refer to him as Span, or I think it was Warren Span. I think no, it's Spahn, because there used to be it was Warren Spahn, Billy Zane, and they had a little tandem. And if they were going in a doubleheader or back-to-back 1 and 2 in the first 2 games of a series, they would say Spahn and Zane and pray for rain, because that's how dominant they were. Warren Spahn is one of the greatest, arguably the greatest left-handed pitcher in Major League history. You get arguments from people talking about Steve Carlton and obviously Randy Johnson, but Warren Spahn is that dude. All right, so then you got Louis Aparicio, Jason Giambi, and then you got Wade Boggs have all been confirmed as new legends. So that's pretty healthy. That's a pretty healthy setup right there. I mean, Diamond Dynasty they're showing some stuff, man. They're kind of really delivering, I think, at least from a preliminary standpoint. Anytime you have a mode like this that is based on the internet and server strength, you're always a little nervous, especially at the beginning when you're trying to get a feel for how this thing is going to go. So, but conceptually, which is the way you have to evaluate games like this, things are looking pretty solid. So I don't have as much to talk about on Diamond Dynasty as I would on franchise mode, because not to say the depth isn't there, but it's more a little bit straightforward. Not as much to kind of delve into on that note. So you guys just make sure that you stay tuned. I'm going to be breaking down pretty much every mode from MLB The Show. We already talked about the player creation tool. I want to look at the graphics. We talked about a little bit of that as well. I want to talk about the sound, the audio, the new commentary. They're going to have a new commentary team. I kind of got into that a little bit in the last video. So we just kind of keep it going. And then once the game comes out, I'm going to do a deep dive in all of these modes separately. So I am excited about MLB The Show very much. I'm excited about all the new sports games come out every year. But this is the first release of 2017. So I'm going to give it the old 2017 treatment. And you guys will get used to what that looks like from me this year. As always, I appreciate you watching. God bless. Peace.